Okay, here I am again, and we're going to start off with the same thing as we did last time, but we're going to do where we left off. Now, one thing I didn't do was Bereshith 1 or Genesis 1:5. I didn't do that in the Hebrew, so we're going to do that right now. Okay, so here we go. I'll read it in the English first. And Elohim called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And there came to be evening, and there came to be morning, the first day. Right. So we'll go to the Hebrew and see what it says there. So we've got kara, to call out. Elohim, the mighty one. Call out the mighty one. 140 or something. Illumination or light. Yeah. Day, bright, light, light. Morning, sun. Yom, which is light, same thing. It actually means day. Light hours, warm hours, where the sun shines. You know, the Shemesh shines. It's a Hebrew word. Yom. Koshek, which is Layla, or the dark. Koshek, darkness, or the dark. You know. Also misery, sorrow, which is what darkness is. Wickedness is darkness as well. Night is darkness, obscurity, where you can't see. The eye can't see, can't perceive. Right? And then is kara, through. What's the primitive root? Call out. It's to bid, to call, to cry. See? To get invite. So kora, lahil, lalil, or lalil, which is turning away from light, which means night. Figuratively, it's the adversity or night. Right? Haya, to exist. To be, or be. Ereb, which is dusk. This is the evening, you know, before just the time between the light and the full light and full darkness, which is dusk or evening. Haya, Ereb Haya, to exist or become. Boka, which is the dawn, the morning, the breaking of light. day, you know, morning. Okay? And then yom again, which is the light hours, the day, the hot time, the period where the sun shemesh shines. And then echad. Echad. It's first, like alone. That is one. Altogether, one. Echad. Okay, that's the Hebrew for 1-5. Now we're moving on to 1-6. And Elohim said, let an expanse come to be in the midst of the waters, and let it separate the waters from the waters. Yeah. Bereshith or Genesis 1:6. Okay, now we go to the Hebrew and see what it says there, because this is an important verse which goes against what the world states, which says that there is no expanse, right? That there is no there is no waters, you know. And it says here, in the midst of the waters, and let it separate the waters from the waters. See? Well, if you go into the Hebrew words, you will learn what that means. And this is how we get what I'm doing, right? I'm comparing the English with the Hebrew, and I'm going word by word. Right, let's see. Bereshith 1:6, Genesis 1:6. Here we go. Amam, to say, right? About a point, answer, a vouch, you know, bid, call. Amar, Elohim, mighty one. Hayah, exists, that is. Rakia, expanse, this is expanse, firmament, you see, visible arch of the sky. Tavik, to sever, bisection, that is, you know, it's between. Half, you know, middle, where, you know, is mid. Like midnight, midst, through, with. So this is what this is meaning here. These are the Hebrew meanings. And then we've got mayim, which this one is fluid, water. See, it says juice. Well, that's fluid, isn't it? And it says urine, and it says semen. Well, that's all fluid. It says piss, and it's fluid. Wasting, you know, water. It's all fluid, you see. That's what it means. Flood, fluid. See, mayim. Hayah, to exist. Come to pass. Bane. Bane, between. This is a dual word which is either masculine or feminine, but it's, you know, usually masculine, usually. Also as a conjunctive other, either, or, among, asunder, at, between, from, out of, whether, within, bane. Okay? Been, been. Mayhem, fluid, water, juice, whatever you want to say, you know, but these are urine, it doesn't matter what it is, this is all water, you know, liquid, fluid. Let's get it right, you know. And then the last word is mayhem. So you've got mayhem, mayhem. But you haven't, you see there's a letter in between, see that letter there? See? That letter before mayhem is a number. Because the Hebrew letters have numbers as well, see? So mayhem, it could be 2 mayhem. So 2, the number 2, could be the number 2. Not sure on that, but anyway, I know it's a number. That's a number. So mayhem to mayhem, it's mayhem anyway. So that's fluid, liquid. That's what that is. Okay, that's Bereshith 1:6 in the Ibrit, the Hebrew. Okay, so now we'll go back to the English again. It reads quite differently, doesn't it, eh? Yeah, isn't that interesting? See, it's saying separate the waters from the waters, right? Because you see, that's the thing. So, yeah. So, Bereshith 1:7, or Genesis 1:7, and Elohim made the expanse, and separated the waters which were under the expanse from the waters which were above the expanse. And it came to be so. Now, here's the one that causes all the trouble in the world, right? Why? Because we went to space. At least that's what we're told by men who are liars. By the Freemasonic Jews, we're told that we went to space. Well, that's a lie, you see. It was all staged. Did anybody go up in those rockets? Was any human beings in those rockets? Was anybody human being in the space shuttle? No, no. There was nobody in those craft. Nobody. It was all staged. You know, just like it is on the silver screen when they talk about space. It's all staged. And we saw it on TV, which confirms that. It was staged, and that's all it was. Where did the rockets go? Went into the trench, 13,000 feet deep. So no one could, well, we able to find them because of the crushing depths. The pressure down there is so intense, nothing can live down there unless it's perfectly adapted for it. See? Human beings can't go down there. Just as simple as that. So they can't confirm the evidence for that. See? So they believe something that isn't true. Where here it states, right, that under the expanse from the waters which were above the expanse. What does this mean? This means that when you look up on a nice clear day and it's all blue, it's water. And there's a barrier holding it. I call it the umbrella. And water has a law. See? Why? Why does water have a law? Because why? Because Hamalak Aretz, the sovereign of the earth, said, water. Stay level with the earth. Water, gather together in one place. Did he say this or not? Yes, he did. We go to the Hebrew, we'll see what that says there. One 7. All right. Here we go. What do we got? We got asa. Asa. To do, to or make. See? See, now we're into the craft of what? Of making. Of making. Yeah, see? Building. Putting together. Bestow, bring forth. See? Become. Eh? Asa. Elohim. The mighty one. Yeah? Not G-O-D. I'll probably make another video about that one because I know what that is now. Yeah. See? Aleph Tau. Rakia. Expanse. Right? Barrier. Firmament. Visible arch of the sky. This was what holds up the water. Badal. Distinguish. Differ. Select. Make. Difference. Divide. You see? Divide. Exactly. Separate. Exactly. Sever. The waters from below, from the waters above. Yes. See? Being. Distinction. A distinction. You see? Either, or, among, asunder, between. You see? This is when it's not used to identify a male, which is a son is Bane as well. So that's what it is. Or Bane, Ben. Yeah. So and we have Mayim again, which is fluid, liquid. Asher. Who, which, what, that, also. And you see this is how it is. I mean, Asher. Alike. Every form, for as much, for, from, whence, how. These are what these words. You see, they can mean many different words in English, right? Which, whilst, whether, but it never ever. Then one thing about these with the Hebrew, there's never any deities here. You see, you won't see God here ever in amongst the Hebrew ever. God and Lood don't appear in the Hebrew. They don't. In the Hebrew, they do not appear. You see. To cut. The bottom. As depressed. See? Beneath. Flat. Oh, interesting. Flat. Yeah, see? Instead, same. Place, where? Room. Yes, room. Yes, the Eretz is a room. Forsake. Instead of, under. Many different meanings for these words, see, in English. Rakia. Barrier. firmament, expanse, visible arch that holds up the water. Let me explain it to you. That's what it is. Bane again. You see, among, asunder, at, between, you know, from, in, out of, whither, within. Mayim again. Mayim is what? Fluid, liquid, you see. Asher again. Mayim asher. That's because, where, when, because, how, because, in, under, or order, that. See, because, every, for as much, from, whence, how, which, wherein, though, until, whatsoever, when, where, in, or, on. See, so many different words here that mean asher in the Hebrew or Hebrew. Al, above, over, upon, or against. See? So this is above. See? According to, after, against, among, and as it, at, because, beside, between. See? So this is what it is. The Hebrew is quite different. Rakia. Once again, expanse, firmament, visible arch of the sky, barrier that holds up the water. You see, the mayim, rakia mayim. To be quite honest, to keep it right, Haya, to exist. So this exists. That is. And there's a barrier there, and nothing goes in, and nothing goes out, and nothing comes in. Don't care what men say. Men are liars. They're through Masonic Jews. You know, why do they say these things? Well, you know, it's the idol that they worship. Idolatry is what's normal here in this place. You know. And yet, you know, and it's funny how and it's Cain. See? How the Hamelech Aretz puts up with that. You know? He allows it because why? Because of his bane. See? That's why. Yahushua HaMashiach is the reason for it. Just but usual, you know? And in relation often with other, for which howbeit be it in manner the more right state straightway such. I mean, these are the words that are here. You know, like I said, these Hebrew words can mean many different words in English, and this is why there's no similarity between the two. You know, between the meaning of the two. That's the way it is. Yeah, see, Cain. Okay, that is Bereshith 7 or Genesis 1:7 or Bereshith 1:7. Okay, so that's that one. So let's go back to the English again, and we'll do Bereshith 1:8. There it is there. And we're just about at the end of this now. So, and Elohim called the expanse heavens, which is, that's a Hebrew, that's not, that is a pagan word. It's Elysium fields. You know, that's what that means, because English is full of this, giving homage to other deities and stuff. It's just full of it. See? And there came to be morning, no, there came to be evening, the evening watch, and there came to be the morning watch, right? The second day, Yom. Well, I've just this to see. This is a number. So this would be Ha Bet Yom. Ha Bet Yom. That's what that is. See, because bet is 2 or second. 2 or second. Bet. The second letter in the Abrit or Hebrew alphabet. Okay, so let's have a look what it says in the Hebrew. Okay, let's just have a look. 1-8. Okay. Korah. Korah. To call out. Address by name. Yeah? That are hidden. Call. Invite. Mention. Name. Publish. Read. Renown. Say. So that's what that means. Eh? Korah. Elohim. Mighty One. Rakia. The expanse, the firmament, the visible arch of the sky, the barrier that holds up the water. Here we go. Shamayim. You got 2 words here, Shamayim and Shamay. But see, it's got Shamayim's got the word mayim in it, which is fluid, liquid. See? And that's what it is. See? Fluid, liquid, water. It's a water above. See? Which is what it says in the English, exactly the same. Right? It's used meaning to be lofty. The sky, see? Aloft. The visible, alluding to the visible arch, in which the clouds move, as well as to the higher ether. See, so there is ether, you know, and that's been proven in man's science. They didn't like that, so that's why Einstein came along with his law of relativity, which has been proved to be crap. It's just crap, you know, it's another lie. Where, and because that was the law of relativity was made to be true by Einstein to prove that there was no ether. So then they could prove that the earth moved, but well, they got proved wrong because it's false. It's an untruth, another theory. So yes, well, you know, I'm going to make another video about that, all that anyway, so, you know, we'll get onto that later. Yeah, so this is the rakia and the arch, the firmament. See? Arch in the sky, barrier. Yeah. Shamayim, that's where we were. Higher ether, where the celestial bodies revolve. Yes, they do. Do you see? The celestial bodies, what are they called? They're called the Kohahavim. Kohahavim and they revolve in an anti-clockwise direction about around 1 point in the sky that never moves. There's a chachavim in the sky that never moves. It never moves. And everything just revolves around at the four, yeah. See, yeah, my memory fails me, but it's the four. Oh, we'll get back to that later. Right now, I can't think of it because that's how I've forgotten, you know, at the moment. But the celestial bodies they do revolve in an anti-clockwise direction, and it's the 4 constellations, and there is only 4 that revolve around this 1 point in the sky. 1 point that's fixed, you know. It's called the Polaris star. This Polaris star is the fixed point, and everything revolves around that. Everything, all the constellations, the 4 constellations would go with the seasons, all revolve around the Polaris star, all of them, or Polaris chachavim. See, the Polaris star. The next one is Haya, to exist, to come to pass. That's a good explanation of that one. Areb, which is the period between light and darkness, which is the dusk, the evening. Dusk, between evening and then, between the light and the darkness, which is the evening. Haya, to exist, to come to pass, become, yeah. Bakar, which is the morning, the light, the dawn, the breaking of day, of Yom, generally morning, see? Yeah. Early morning, yep, that's right. And Yom, which is the hot period, the light period, the day, between between the morning and the evening. Between the coming forth of the Shemesh through the eastern gate, or the sun through the eastern gate, that goes across the sky in an anti-clockwise direction and goes through the western gate, and then comes back back on its course, back through the eastern gate, goes across the sky and goes through the western gate. And that is according to Chanuch. And Shanei, double, that is second. Shanei, 2. See? Well, second, like I said. Again, either of them, another, second. That's right, 2. Huh? So that's the second. So it's Shanei Yom, or Yom Shanei. That's what that says there. Bakar Yom Shanei. And that concludes the second day. Okay? And we go back to the English here. Okay? And it says what it says. But the big thing that it says here is about the expanse and about the separating of the waters which are under the expanse from the waters which are above the expanse, which is the arch in the sky, visible arch, which is an umbrella. It's a barrier. Nothing comes in, nothing goes out, including the space race, which was a load of hooey. So it was all done just to prove that this here is not the truth. Well, they're trying to disprove it, you see, these people, these Freemasonic Jews, but they're not. They're lying, because it does exist, right? And anyway, I will not go on about that now, because I've shown you these things, and this is how this is, right? This is all observable as well. You can see it for yourself on a nice clear day. You look up, and that's what you see. You see this umbrella. You see the water above. That's what you see. That's what it is. That's why it's blue. That's the reason for it. There's always a reason for everything. It's observable, right? But the people, being what they are, they believe the world. They don't want to believe in what's written. Oh, no. They believe the world and what the world says. Well, the world's full of horse manure and full of lies and deceit. And I know why. And with that, I will say thank you for watching. If you like what you've been taught here, then push the like button. Push the notification bell and subscribe to the channel. Okay? Thank you for watching. Bye now.